said, I feel like she's still popping amongst her fans
Well,
because,
yeah,
like
that's
you
gonna always
said,
happen.
with the pop rollout, and when they throw it on the radio over and over and over, the only person I can really think of is The Weeknd. Because think about it, when he dropped what's it called, After Hours,
Mm-hmm.
he had Heartless, he had Blinding Lights,
Yeah.
Save Your Tears. He has all that shit,
But
and you gonna keep hearing all that
but
shit.
Weeknd did it different to all of those pop artists, and even to Kanye, even differently somebody like Kanye is that Weeknd was telling a story. Weeknd was telling a story with those music videos, even before the album came out,
Oh yeah,
and
you
even
is
after the
right
album
because
came out, there was a story.
he did that with
He did with all,
Starboy.
He did with all his albums. He did with all his albums. You know, all his albums are practically connected in a way. Like if you actually just dive into his lyrics and actually like analyze them, you realize a lot of shit he says in each album carry over. So one of the lines he said in After Hours is that made it to LA, now we're leaving. But was it Starboy it's one of his earlier albums. The goal was to make it to LA. But now he got there and he don't like it.
Now he gonna
Now he's
leave.
leaving. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So like, it's just one big story showing, thing. And like Starboy, all his first albums was more him, just him trying to get to LA,
Get off his feet.
being into the drugs, all those stuff. And then when Starboy came, Starboy was just an embrace of LA. Remember he was dating Bella Hadid at the time. So he embraced
Now
it.
that you saying, yeah.
And then After Hours is a follow from that. And that's
Now
why
that you're saying it, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I can see it all just falling into place like that. How he's coming into the game, he's into the drugs, his music is getting better. Now he probably doesn't like it. He's embracing it.
Yeah.
And then like you said with After Hours, that's just like this is the fallout, the aftermath of what's going on. Because it's the crazy part. This other YouTuber that I've been watching, The Truth Is, he and then I know people, they don't believe in that conspiracy theory shit, but I just like to dive into it because he said that The Weeknd sold his soul. Because think about it. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of compelling, and they blatantly, some of these rappers and shit blatantly do say like, yeah, nigga, I did sell my soul, even though it's like for music. But think about with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg wasn't on that no satanic, I'm selling my soul shit. I forgot what music video it was though, when he was basically rapping about how he sold his soul to the devil and where he got to now.
Yeah.
And then like I was saying with The Weeknd, like you said, it's the aftermath. It's showing how he's trying to get his soul back, and basically he didn't want it because think about it. In the hills, that ugly, like old looking white person that always be in his music videos. Like think about it. They was in the hills. They was in I Can't See My Face. He said basically that's Satan following him around and shit like that.
Yeah. But the Weeknd, I give him pause because he's telling a story, and even when After Hours, he already announced that the next project he had probably coming on next year is, now that the After Hours is ended, we going into the dawn. And you can even see him change his look. He has a full beard now and all this stuff. But one thing I give the Weeknd over a lot of artists when it comes to the drug talk is that when he talks about the drugs, he's not glorifying it. The character The Weeknd is a villain. He always said he's clearly a villain. He's not a good person. He don't portray himself as a good person. Like,
that's true.
He's a villain. He's a hypocrite. He's the biggest hypocrite. In one of the songs, in one of his lines he made on After Hours, he said all LA girls look the same. I won't. What he said? Something, all LA girls look the same. I won't criticize. I forgot what he said after.
Look, my nigga.
But he's criticizing, so he's a hypocrite.
Look, my nigga. He's just going through the music game. And then think about it. He's not going through the rap game. That nigga is in the pop R&B game. So think about how most of these R&B and pop stars went through their lives and shit. Most of them, they was on drugs, coke, doing all that other type shit, just living their life, making good ass music. Think about what how Ray Charles got that shit. The nigga was blind, but he was on fucking heroin and coke, bro, just making bangers.
But you know the Weeknd say, you know the things the Weeknd now, and he says a little bit harder for him to make music is because he doesn't live that life anymore. He said the most he does is smoke. He says smoking weed helps him get into groove and making the songs. But he said he's not on a coke anymore. He says he's not doing any of that shit. He changed a lot, since he first came in the game.
I mean, to me, he had to because I don't know. Wasn't he taking like a downward spiral at one point?
Yeah. I can't remember one that was looking up because I was listening to his music, I was like, yo, I really hope this nigga's on drugs. Like, I don't want one day something bad happens to this nigga. I'm not gonna get fucking music anymore. But
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, but
Abel just dying on me.
Like but that. he said in an interview that it's a little bit hard for him to make music now because he's not doing all that shit anymore. He's keeping to himself. He's not even in LA anymore. He lives he's back in Canada now.
I mean, yeah, because I believe it, because it kind of ties in with NLE and his healing shit. Because think about it, a nigga like NLE, he can't put that healing shit, talk about all that meditation shit in his music. I mean, he already did, but think about it, it's not going as big as what fucking his beatbox remix or like his other songs or anything like that, where he talking about that basically talking his shit. So like with the Weeknd, we can kind of see that change. Like you said, it's harder for him to make music because to live that life, it's just so easy to rap about it because you're experiencing it, you're in it, you're doing it. But now you're changing your life, he's stopping it. He got to find something new to talk about. Because that's what he was known for: drugs and bitches. Drugs and bitches.
And he said the Weeknd has truly become a character now. It's truly a character. The Weeknd and Abel is two different people now. At first it was the same, but now it's two different people.
But I feel like that's what most people doing now. Because think about it. With Lil Yachty, Lil Boat. Then like you said, we got The Weeknd, and then we got Abel. It's another person, I forgot who, but for example, with Travis Scott, I know somebody said Travis music ain't hitting the same like when he had the $sign in his name. He took the $sign out, and then that's when the nigga felt like his music wasn't the same. I kind of believe it too.
But even Weeknd music, Weeknd old shit. They even X-Tentacion said like he rather listen to the old Weeknd because that's the closest version of Weeknd to himself. But you could tell that the week like after Starboy really came out is when you really could tell he was having some change in his life. And then after hours is just even though yes he's still references the drugs and stuff like that. After it was a shift going to the more 80s pop style. You could tell he wasn't in the same place as he was.
And then like I said, think about it with the guy, like I was saying how he said he sell his soul in the music video Heartless, where he was at. Wasn't he in LA, Las Vegas?
Oh yeah, the whole album is in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he left LA.
City of Sins. And then like you said,
the album was actually kind of a homage to all the different mob movies we had. Just like his attire, the thing. Like But I think we should end it here because
all right, folks.
Because we do have some place.
Honestly, we didn't really have that much to talk about. It was really the Drake and Kanye shit that popped off more. But we got into the Weeknd a little bit.
Yeah, we got into a good conversation.
But I hope y'all guys, y'all tap in, comment what y'all want to hear next. Y'all know we'll try to do better if we're not busy. Trying to be out here back on our video shit. So we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching.